Okay, hi folks, this is Joko, and I am using new old technology to do a feedback on a task 2 writing paper in the question type of situational essays. What do I mean by new old technology? I'm recording a PowerPoint presentation, which means I have to be perfect, because if you mess it up, it's very unforgiving. And so I'm not even doing any pictures here. Now, before I do it, I want to say something about when I read an essay here, like this one, because the writer, if he had taken a course, he would have learned some things that would be like day one type of information that the teacher should be giving, and it's not here. It's expensive, I know. Well, I know it doesn't have to be, but on behalf of all IELTS trainers who know what they're doing, being online is actually not only convenient, but it's actually better in some ways than face-to-face classroom situations. I've found, anyway, as a teacher. Not always, but most of the time, some things, particularly listening, speaking. All right, so as I said, it's a situational task 2. Well, first thing a situational task 2 will give you is the situation. What is that? Well, here's some examples. Okay, the setting, it's like telling you what the situation is, so we can call it the setup. Nowadays, serious crime rates are going down in many countries. Despite this, people feel less safe than they did in the past. Now, this is not the question. This is the situation. This is the what the background of the problem is. This is not to be argued. Here's another one. Obesity was once considered a disease of adults. However, it is becoming common among children. All right, so where's the problem? Global warming is one of the most serious issues facing the world today. Okay, well, again, we've set up the situation. We know what that is. So what happens next? Well, then, your choice. Some people call this a causes solutions essay because most of the time, the next two things they'll ask you is what causes this problem? What are some possible solutions? However, keep in mind that although this will always be part of one of these types of questions, you could be asked to describe the causes, or you could be asked to describe what are the problems, if it's not so obvious. Let's go back to our examples. All right, in some countries, even here we go. Global warming is one of the most serious issues facing the world. We're going to add this. What are some of the main problems that the changing climate creates? What solutions could governments and society take to tackle them? All right, so going back, is this question asking you about the causes of global warming, or what are the problems? Well, it says right there. What are some of the main problems? So in this task, if you were to write about causes, you would not be fulfilling the requirements of the task. You would not be addressing the question. Watch for that. All right, how about the other one? Here at the top. In some countries, okay, even though the rates of serious, what do you think are the causes? What measures, solutions, fixes, steps? These are all synonyms. So this part here was added, and this is a causes solutions essay. Okay. Now, what question are we giving feedback for tonight? This has been on the patiently waiting for 6 days, and the premise is as you read on the screen. Now, when I get this, first thing I'm going to do is start underlining and thinking about the key words in the question, as I've done here. Okay, rates, serious crimes. Okay, not speeding tickets, not parking problems. People. Okay, this is, you'll see people. Right, causes, measures. All right, so the bottom part tells me what kind of questions it is. The first part tells me about the question itself. Who are we talking about? People. Do you think it's everyone? Well, probably not, but it just says people. people feel less safe than ever before. You can't argue it and say, no, that's not true. You just go with it. All right, but it's not any group of people, probably older people. Rates, okay, so it's percentages, rates. Look, it's plural, serious crimes. Okay, well, all right. What do you think are the causes, plural? What measures, plural, can we take? All right, so I'll, at that point, start doing brainstorming. Well, I'll just put on a piece of paper right there on the test paper, I'll put pluses and minuses, causes, solutions. Here I'm looking for ideas. I'm not editing anything. Okay, Facebook, yeah, they've admitted that their algorithm had no soul. Sensationalism, making small things into big things, is something that people have enjoyed doing for a long time. And if you're selling your content, this is what sells. So you're under obligation to your shareholders to make as much money as you can for your company. And also, even though the crime rates may have gone down, I think of like my mom, who's, old, and she's seen all these times when it's been bad and it's been adding up and adding up. And, when has the world ever gotten better? Well, okay, that's a different question, but this is a possible. It's not a very good idea at this point because I have to explain it so much. Now, here I've got two more possible solutions, or two solutions. Can you write about 4 causes? Don't do that. Even 3 is tough, but you do at least need 2. And be careful that you're not creating 2 where there aren't 2. What I mean, you couldn't have causes. Facebook, and then another cause, second cause. Instagram. I mean, I suppose you could, but it's really hard to support. Okay, so Facebook's going to make it. And sensationalism and it sells, those are sort of different ways to describe the same phenomenon. So I'm going to lump those together and say human nature. And then that last point is cute, but doesn't have room for it. Now, the solutions that you come up with should match the problems that you have described the causes for, not other problems. We want solutions. Finally, we get to the essay. Now, I really can't pause this, so now I need some water. All right, you guys are just gonna have to wait. A cold, refreshing Schweppes brand ginger ale, drunk by IELTS mentors in this living room. Okay, can I have a laser pointer? Right, yeah. Colors, band descriptors. Yellow is lexical resources or vocabulary. In some countries, in some nations, yes, these are synonyms. But the replacement of countries with nations is, in my mind at least, overridden. It's overshadowed by the fact that you start with in some. Okay, this could be anything else. Many, a good number of, anything else. So next to each other like that, it's not very impressive. It looks like it's some kind of replacement game. Serious offenses, good. Serious crimes, fine. Okay, is decreasing. Once again, repeating the same words. All right, people are more worried about their safety than in the past. Good. All right, red is task response. Does the question ask you to give the main cause or just causes? It says causes, plural. It doesn't say anything about the main cause, so you're answering a question that you're not being asked. Is misleading content or fake news over the social media platform. Okay, all right, misleading content. too much. You can say what the causes are, but briefly. And the measure, just only need one. We don't need more than one, just one. And once again, that's taken from the question. And so here's the body paragraph 1. The main cause. Well, once again, you're not asked that, and you're repeating yourself. With this issue, what issue? Oh, I just finished reading the paragraph before it. I would say it again here at the beginning of the paragraph. Is spreading rumors. So the cause is spreading rumors. Wait, oh, I see. Okay, and the main cause is rumors. All right, here's a very advanced bit of grammar that will make your writing more clear. Okay, with this issue is blank and blank. Well, excuse me, in this case, it's blank and blank on blank and blank. Okay, all of those blanks, well, don't worry about the form, but the cause of this is blank and blank. The blanks should be the same type of speech, same form of words, have the same grammar, be the same type of word. What I mean is, here we have spreading rumors, that's an ing, that's a gerund, an activity, and distorted news, that's a noun. It doesn't read well. If you changed the first one to a noun or the second one to a gerund, it won't listen. Okay. But the issue is spreading of false rumors and distorting. Distorting, that should be distorting. Or is the spread of rumors, that's a noun. It's called parallelism. Use it. When people watch, okay, I guess they're watching it. They could be reading it, right? They start telling or sharing. What's the difference? Telling it with others, to others. Well, sharing is with and telling is to. Whereof the... Well, they're criminal activities. I thought they were fake. Wait, what are they? I don't know. Do you watch them? Do you watch... Okay. Telling or sharing is the criminal activities. We don't know what criminal activities you're talking about. So that's poor referencing. However, they, who are they? Authenticate the resource. No, the source. Resource and source are very different. Okay, are a few years old. A few are outdated. For example, saw that coming. An old video was posted on Facebook. When? At the time or years later? Which on Facebook, which was about to cause communal riots. Facebook? I know it happened, but they didn't try to do it. But the immediate actions of the administration handled the situation. Off topic. We don't need to know about that. You've already shown an example of what you're talking about. We don't need to know what happens next. Okay, body paragraph 2. Oh, these are not you. These are a whole remnants. Okay, government to oh, I can. No, I can't do that. Okay. In media, on the print media, about any news, like my grandmother got a new cat. I have to. Will be helpful. Will it? Okay, now that's an odd use of will. This campaign will. Oh, it's planned. It's ready to go. Well, educate people to think critically about anything. Now, anything and everything. What's the difference? Anything means everything plus. Anything they have read or watched on the internet. So that would include things like shut down the button, okay, or the weather. Okay, do you think critically about the weather when you read it on the internet? No. Now everything of importance is not quite as, anything is really stressing the totalness of it, which is not what you wanted here. For instance, saw that coming. The Indian government is using, oh, right now. Oh, okay, well, what's all this will stuff then? Okay, so in misleading news or content in society. I thought it was on the internet.
Beyond just road-related
Oh,
injuries,
not you.
the overall health and efficiency of the labor pool would
Stop
be
it.
improved by better trains.
What?
Shorter commute times would help workers arrive at their jobs better rested and more energetic, increasing productivity. But perhaps more importantly, at the end of the day, their trip home would not be yet another source of stress.
Can't stop it.
Most would agree that commuting is one of the most stressful parts of working today, and any reduction of that stress could do wonders.
Thank you.
Hypertension is the most significant aggravating factor contributing to cardiac arrest, the leading cause of death worldwide.
Well, you're not even hearing this because it's not PowerPoint. This is why I stopped using PowerPoint. Very inflexible. Okay, I'm clicking and I'm not getting anywhere. Do I have... Is it my cat? Did the cat do something? It shouldn't. Oh, here they are. Okay, so what you wrote was a government initiative to launch a publicity campaign on... Oh, we did this.
In the first instance.
Okay, in conclusion, misleading news and videos on social media are causing insecurity. Good, all right. Except, and this has caused, not is causing, and this can be tackled by a government is being tackled by a government campaign in India about relying on accurate sources. How about just believing? Relying is what a news person would do. Anyway, that's rather minor. What do you? I suppose you're going to want me to give you band scores. You didn't say that, but I'm sure that's what you're thinking. So, what would this?
Beyond just road in the first instance.
Stop. Okay, so here on the screen is band 6, 7, 8, and 9 of the band descriptors. Badger? No. Stop it. Okay, and we were looking at task response particularly here. How many causes did you present? One. You presented a cause. 95% of IELTS experts will agree when it says causes, you should write more than one. Advantages and disadvantages, it's a different story. But anyway, same thing with solutions. You provided one solution. So by definition, you did not cover all parts of the task. Okay? So, did you achieve the 6? I don't know. It doesn't look like you just that alone, which I'm sure you will never do again, but that alone could bring it down to a 5. Lots of uses of this and they and a lot of repetition. I counted. The word news was used 9 times out of 260 words. Yeah, so you had unclear referencing and also lack of referencing. Okay, here. Where's my mouse now? And show.